The real Mark V Supra is the E89 BMW Z4. What? You don't think that roofline looks familiar? Now, I say this because the Mark V or the A90 Supra is based on their same generation Z4. But if we go back to the era of 2009 to 2016, this Z4 is a roadster with a twin-turbo straight six, which was the final iteration of the N54 engine. And it was refined and improved from some of the common issues they were known for in the past. But the overall construction of Z4, one could argue, it is a BMW. So it is more completely built. It's more comfortable, more well-rounded. It has options that, well, creature comforts. And it's sporty compared to the early variation of the A90 Supra. Now, these weigh about 3,362 pounds, and while the 35i has a 6-speed manual transmission option along with the 7-speed dual clutch transmission option, it produces 302 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 295 pound-feet of torque as soon as 1,300 RPM, revving all the way to 5,000 RPM. Now, the 35IS has a 7-speed dual clutch transmission and uses the N54 engine from the 1M BMW, making 335 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 369 pound-feet of torque as soon as 1,500 RPM, revving all the way to 4,500 RPM. Now, the A90 3.0 Supra weighs 3,351 pounds and makes 335 horsepower at 5,000 to 6,500 RPM and 365 pound-feet of torque from 1,600 to 4,500 RPM. You see where I'm going with this? And lastly, the GR Supra, however, makes 382 horsepower, going anywhere from 5,800 to 6,500 RPM, and 369 pound-feet of torque, starting from 1,800, revving up to 5,000 RPM. Yet, while the GR Supra makes more power and weighs slightly less, these power bands are pretty much identical to each other. And the Z4 still gets into peak torque sooner than the Supra does. And the great thing about the Z4s, even the 35IS, is their price point. Now, these can be found anywhere from 15 to 25 grand. And the only thing you really need to do is perfect this by a wheel and tire package. So I'll have the specs on the screen here. You can pause this, but just a simple rundown of this. For the front, you need 235 by 35 by 19 tires. You can use 19 by 8.5 inch wheels, 12 millimeter spacer. And the rears, 265 by 30 by 19, 19 by 9 or 19 by 9.5 with a 1/2 inch drop. And you're good to go. You could just drive the car, enjoy it. And of course, if you want more power, you can tune it. There's a link in the description below here if you want to make more power on the N54s. So here's that video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And really quick, in summary of all this, you might be wondering, well, if that's true, if that's the case, then how come the Z4s aren't selling as much as Supras? Well, it's simple. It's a BMW. The price point is going to be higher than Toyota, even in today's crazy market. And the demographic is different of BMW, especially roadsters. You'll have, your retired, older, wealthy gentlemen there, whereas Supras, all you have to say is Fast and Furious, and everybody and their mom knows what that is. And it's going to be more affordable, even though the cars are very similar. It's like the Lexus LCF and the 5.0 Mustang Coyote, both 5-liter V8s, and they're virtually identical in specs. But that's a video for another time. Like, subscribe, and share. If you don't know, now you know, but do what you want to do.